Hegel stated that form and content go together. The form is the content, and so on. However, he also highlighted the possible use of a form that is inadequate for the content. I quote from the encyclopedia. The form is therefore content and, in its specificity that has developed, is the law of the phenomenon. Furthermore, we also find the form as an existence indifferent to the content and external to it, and this because the phenomenon in general is still prevented by externality. So, the form that is not adequate for the content is the indifferent form or external form. This is the negative side of the appearance. Instead, the content as such is what it is only insofar as it contains within itself the developed form. In this way, the form is content, and it is the law of the appearance. Now, Hegel states, sometimes the lack of form is not an absence of form in general, but only an absence of the right form. But the right form is content. For example, a work of art is such because it presents its content in the only possible form, and content and form are indissoluble. The artist cannot say, I have an excellent content, but I lack the form to express it. He would not be an artist, a real artist, and what he makes would not be a real work of art, and so on. Now, let's reverse the Hegelian terms. The lack of content should not be understood as the absence of content in general, but only as the absence of the right content. Well, this seems to me to be the perfect description of the current situation. Today, we find ourselves in the same dialectic described by Hegel, but we notice the use of bad contents, not adequate to give expression to the form. For this reason, we experience an exaggerated formalization of our lives. Contents disappear from life. Since there is no real content, the form becomes the real content. Just a few remarks. For example, the educational system. In the past, we have studied mythology, literature, arts, poetry, and so on. That is to say, an immense deposit of meanings, thoughts, and behavior strategies for dealing with life. Today, that content is considered obsolete, at least. We don't know what to teach about modernity. It must be useful, and see what we said about usefulness, about the instrumental reason. But nothing we know is adequate for the world of technology. We are unable to transmit any content. This is how purely formal teaching are invented. Critical thinking, innovation, and so on. We don't know what to teach. Actually, we don't know what to teach. What job to prepare for? You may say computers. Computers are always useful. And yes, computers are useful, but students know more about computers than professors. So we chase current events and follow fashions and trends, but fashions change after a few months. So we concentrate on how and teaching is transformed into a methodology that occupies the entire educational activity: training, evaluation, standardization, and so on. By the way, these are the only activities that offer new job opportunities, teaching opportunities for young instructors, and so on. Another example: the internet and smartphones. The internet and smartphones offer a form that is adaptable to everything, or almost everything, but they do not offer any content. On Facebook, I receive ads from companies that promise to turn you into a successful writer, a writer who makes money. This is a successful writer, by selling 1,000 novels a month. They teach you how to put your books on the internet and sell them through online stores and promote them, and so on. And the books? Your business. You create them with artificial intelligences. In summary, they provide a merely formal service without content, or without the right content, or inadequate for the expression of form. In short, to be a writer, it is not necessary to write, but only to distribute what anyone can get from an artificial intelligence. Why? The question is why? For what purpose? Why should an artist write if he does not want to create? Why should the readers read what they can generate with their personal computer? Of course, these are questions that no artificial intelligence can answer. The writer, the artist, or the intellectual today say, I have an excellent form, but I lack the content to express it.